Now, we all know that improvement at anything requires consistent practice over time, building habits, building muscle, building brain to body connection and neural pathways. However, there are some things that do provide instant results, and I've experienced it a lot myself, and I've seen it with my clients a lot as well. And that is if you're making adjustments to your technique, the way that you're doing something. And this is going to be, what prompts it will be different for each individual person. So this is the job of a coach or a teacher, is to try different stuff and get a sense for what kind of language or what kind of framing or perspective or approach is going to suit each individual client. But I remember the first session that I had in Estill voice training techniques, and I learned how to retract my false vocal folds. And a part of a song that had been hard for me always suddenly, instantly became easeful. Because I was given a cue that worked for me to make a part of my body move that I didn't know had existed an hour before that. I retracted my false folds, and the constriction that I'd been experiencing was removed. And so my voice could do its thing with so much more ease. False fold retraction is a good one for that. There's many different little techniques that I work with that I see and hear having instant results for my clients all the time. Twang is a super good one. Lifting the larynx, lifting the tongue height. These things can be great for helping with high notes. Adding thyroid cartilage tilt. There's all sorts of things I could spout jargon at you to make you feel very impressed with how clever I am. But I just want you to know that instant results are possible. And I've started doing a course, a series of classes in Alexander Technique recently. So then I'm starting to look more at the whole body and facilitating more ease in the body and removing obstacles in terms of tension and places that we are holding and clamping down where we don't need to, which of course is going to make things harder. And one simple cue, yesterday I performed one of my songs with my guitar, and the teacher noticed that I was doing something with my body, and she suggested, why don't we try it this other way? And instantly it was better. Instantly my voice was clearer. Instantly I had more ease in my breathing. However, instant results are not a habit. They're something that you've consciously decided to do or had triggered and cued for you by a prompt. But you don't want to have to consciously think about it or use a trigger or cue or prompt every single time you do it, every single time that you sing or move or do whatever it is that you're doing. So that's where the practice comes in. That's where we use the trigger or cue to bring up the feeling and the sensation and become familiar with that, to become friends with that sensation and associate the sensation with the sound result. And the more often we practice that in little bits, often is better than heaps all at once. 5 minutes twice a day is going to be better than 3 hours once a week. And that's how we build up that connection in our brain and make the thing more automatic, so that then in future, if we don't want to sing in front of somebody, or we just want to sing along to a song without having to think about all the technique stuff all the time, then it becomes automatic. And then we don't have to consciously think about it. And that's what practice is good for. But instant results, instant increase in ease is absolutely something that is possible.